Hi, this is Sarah Lamb. I'm the principal at Summit High School, and I wanted to be able to provide some information to you concerning our ACT practice results. So I'm going to have a PowerPoint presentation that I'll be going through as we spend our time together about ACT, and then I also will provide this PowerPoint on our website so that you can refer to it for information. So if you remember back in October, the 9th, 10th, and 11th grade took a practice ACT test. We have now received those results, and so I want to explain what those results look like so that you can go through it with your student and then think about what those next steps might be. So the ACT results will be provided to your student in their English class on Thursday. So we will give those to them. They can bring those home to you. If for some reason those don't make it home and you need an extra copy, if you will just email your assistant principal and they can provide that for you. But you'll receive an individual report. It will actually have your student's name on it. It will provide to you their composite score as well as their sub-score for each section of the ACT that they took. It also will have a section at the top of the report that will give you online access for them to be able to practice ACT questions. It will give them their login name as well as their password. The teachers will continue to do ACT-like questions in their classroom. Some of our teachers do those as bell ringers. Some of those teachers provide those on assessments. Some of those teachers will just reference the ACT and certain things that they're doing, such as in math classes. So we'll continue to provide that support as students go along in their classes here at Summit. The ACT class we do provide, it is an in-school class and it's provided to sophomores and juniors, and so you can register for that for next year if you're not currently in that class. They will work with these practice results. They will do practice ACT tests, talk about strategies to try to improve their score. Also, come January for juniors, we will provide some ACT tutoring that will occur after school, and so we will send information home on how to sign up for that. We will practice test all of the freshmen and sophomores again in the spring, and so you'll have a comparison result. Obviously, the practice tests are only as good as how much the students try on these tests, but this online access is completely open to you for as long as you need it, and it's completely free. And I'll also talk about some other opportunities as we go through. What you're getting back is what is called a Pareto Analysis. So each student will receive this, and you can see from my PowerPoint, it will list the student's name, their sub-scores, as well as their composite score, and it will also give you a projected score if you get an additional 5 questions right for each subsection. So for example, if you had an English score and you got 5 more questions, what would your score look like? Also on this first part, it will tell you if you focus on areas that account for 50 to 60% of all the errors of the subsection. For example, in this example that you could see on the PowerPoint, this person would need to practice on writing to the point, also punctuation and advanced sentence structure in English. This will allow them to be able to improve their English score and raise that subsection to then in turn raise the composite. It will give you that for each subsection, such as math, reading, and science. It will also provide for you on the report an analysis to improve by 3 and 5 points and also by 1 point. So it will tell you in order to improve by 3 points, you're going to practice writing to the point. It also has on that subsection an E8, so every different topic that's provided on the ACT is assigned a letter and a number, and that will become important as we talk about practice materials outside the online access. You will also receive a Pareto Chart. This is part of the report that you'll receive, and you get one of these for each section. It will show you a bar graph, and it will tell you the top 3 question types that your student can work on. In this particular student, it accounted for 60% of their errors in English. So again, it's talking about writing to the point, it's talking about punctuation and advanced sentence structure. We're going to provide you with some material as well that you could do not online but on paper, and it will give you specific questions in certain practice books that you can write to work on, that you can work on those areas such as writing to the point, punctuation, and advanced sentence structure. If you will log on to the online access, which again is free and is open to you at any point, it will actually have online practice questions from retired ACT tests that will work on these top 3 areas. So this program actually has a specific prescription based on your student's practice test. So you will get one of those for English, math, reading, and science. So again, the online content, and this is on the front page of your student's report. It is www.analyzeed.com/login.php, and this will be provided again in the PowerPoint that you will receive that will be on our website. The login with the user ID and password, and it is listed on your individual report. If you can see this when you look at our PowerPoint, it actually, when you log in, it will give you specific questions based on your top 3 areas in every subsection. So if I'm a student that struggled with the grammar, it's going to give me problems and questions to work that's related to grammar, punctuation, and effective sentence. In math, I may have struggled with pre-algebra, and so it's going to provide math problems that are related to pre-algebra. Again, this is a free service that we're providing that came with our online website that comes with the analyzation of this test. They will also adjust it when we take the practice test in the spring as well. So our hope is that your student will practice these items and be able to improve for their test. If you're a junior, you'll be taking the real ACT come the spring, and that will be one of the tests that you can take in order to get into college and receive scholarships. We encourage every student to take the ACT for real on a Saturday at a different location in order to get practice, because the more you practice for the ACT, the better that your score will be. So let's talk about some of the things, how long it will take to complete this online content. You should require 10 to 12 hours to complete the online content, and that is all of the content they provide. And so those will be in the top 3 improvement areas for your subsections. There's 40 videos per subtopic that you can watch that'll explain how that question should be answered and why. Also, there's 250 practice questions available to each student. So you could look at it 20 minutes a day for 8 weeks, about an hour and a half a week for those 8 weeks. And that would get you through and get you ready for that second practice test that we'll give, or if you're a junior, for the real ACT. Again, we encourage all students to take the ACT for real prior to that junior test that's in April, just because the more practice and the time constraints that are required with ACT, it just gives you more opportunity to do better. And you can see on this PowerPoint, we've just listed some of the area schools and what they require for the ACT in order for you to be admitted. Some of it's based on GPA, but a lot of it is based on the ACT score. And so we want you to do as the best that you possibly can, and we're going to provide you some tools to do so. The benefits of this ACT score, and we're talking to freshmen, sophomores, and juniors especially, because you're in the time frame where you need to be really concerned about that, is entrance into colleges and universities, lottery scholarship. The state of Tennessee right now participates in the lottery scholarship. If you receive a 21 or higher, you can receive money from the state of Tennessee lottery, and that's good while you're in college, as long as you keep a certain GPA while there. Access to competitive scholarships, and so college is not cheap, and it's very expensive, and the more money that you can receive in order to complete the post-secondary education, the better. So again, we have provided you with a school report. You will receive that in their English classes on Thursday prior to Thanksgiving break. We really would like for you to take a look at this. If you have questions, you can email their counselor. You can also email their assistant principal. And we would love for you to begin working on the online content. We're going to give away some rewards and some things from students who are practicing this and our top users. So again, you can receive access to the online material simply by logging on the website. The username and the password are all on the front of your child's report. We take this very seriously. We practice ACT a lot, at Summit High School in our classes. So if you have any questions that we can answer for you, please contact us.